Hi, Cancer. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So I am here to do your 2021 forecast. So this is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. You can also take a look at your North Node or your Jupiter as well, just for your, your soul path and where things are heading for you, okay? So of course, this is going to be a very general reading for Cancer energy, so it's not going to be for all of you. So just really take what feels like it's right for you, take what feels like it fits for you, even if it's just a few different things. And just know that, of course, we have the free will to change whatever outcomes we want. So nothing is ever going to be set in stone. So just take these messages here, have some fun with the messages and just take what fits with you, okay? So Cancer, we're going to go ahead and look here at a couple of different sections here, some things that we've pulled already. We will go into the tea leaf cards just to get some additional messages. We will go into the tarot here as we go along with the reading. But I also have these little fortunes that we're going to get 3 of these to start off. Okay, so we have 3 little fortunes for just what's coming in for you in 2021. So this is going to be, what's predicted, what's forecasted for you. What do you need to know about next year? What's coming towards you, how to navigate, anything that comes through here. So let's go ahead and start with 3 of these fortunes. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Jupiter. You can also take a look at your Venus as well. I have a little section here for love that we're going to, sort of separate. But if you do have Venus in Cancer, this could apply more to your love life. But just take what fits. So Cancer, what's coming in for Cancers in 2021? Let's get 3 fortune, spirit. What's coming in for Cancers next year? Cancer energies, and one more 2021 Cancer. Okay. Let's see what we have here. We have social gathering. We have a past lover rendezvous. And here we have art, writing, and music. Okay, so this is interesting because I do feel, just to kind of summarize the reading, and then we'll, break it down a little bit more. I feel like a lot of you next year, you're really going to be focused on your career, on your life's purpose, on your path here. And the fact that we have art, writing, and music, it might be this is an area where some of you are really going to be pursuing something creative, something from your heart, something from your soul here. And that's going to be a really big part of the year for you, I feel. However, it's kind of coming with a little bit of change for you, or needing to change. And I think that's kind of what, for some of you, this past lover rendezvous here, we do have a few cards that I'll just jump into now. This card came up for you here, which says, stay graceful and poised even when triggered by others. Know that you cannot change the behavior of others, only your response. Stick with your integrity and think before you speak. And then we also have another card here that really went along with that. I think it's this one here. As you move forward in a new direction, you may feel that you are outgrowing some connections. This is all part of your evolution. Not everyone can go on this journey with you, as this is your destined path. We are asking you to tap into your intuition and be aware of the people around you, taking a closer look at as you vibrate at a higher frequency. Not everyone's intentions are pure, and we will reveal those who are not for your highest good. So I'm getting 2 different messages here just before we get into it. I do think for some of you, there is somebody here maybe that you've been dealing with from the past. We do have a past lover specifically here, and a couple of things too with the love section. Ghosting and disappearing here we have as well. So for those of you who have been trying to disconnect from your past, specifically somebody specific, there may be somebody here who you're outgrowing next year. And the reason I feel like you're outgrowing this is because you're meant to really, really blossom and to focus on your career. At the bottom of the deck here, we do have as well the Chariot with the Empress here. Beneath that, we have the Ace of Swords reversed, and with a bunch of cards about your career coming through here. I do think a lot of you, especially if you're feminines, it's like you're really going to be feeling much more whole within yourself, or that's going to be the focus for you next year, is to maintain your composure, this card here, and start from scratch. And I feel like this is going to be, for some, having to disconnect from people. It's going to depend on your situation. It could be a family member. It could be just an environment here. But whatever it is, I feel like you're really moving to a different level of vibration next year. You're really going to be wanting to pursue, very ambitious next year. It's, again, going to be a big central focus for you is going to be on whatever purpose that you're doing. If you're already happy with where you're at in your career, you're just going to be moving to a new level of abundance, a new level of ambition, a new level of, creation here. And if for those of you who are trying to find what you're good at or what you want to do, you're actually going to be finding this. If you've been unclear, if you've been uncertain, there's two different reasons I'm hearing here. One of them is just because maybe this has just not been your time yet. And then next year is going to be your time to really find this, to really go full speed ahead with your abundance and with your creativity or whatever you're doing here. For others of you, there is an environment here or somebody specific who has been keeping you from your clarity. And this is going to be a big lesson for you going into 2021 to really make sure that you're not taking with you your past, because here we have start from scratch. And so see how you're just really starting from the basics. It's like this is really about a basic level. This just kind of gives me like a quantum physics vibe here. And I feel like it's like you're really going to be, or you're being encouraged to at least rewire things in order to live your best life here. We have, I'm living my best life. This one came through for Aries as well. And here we have hold your head high. So there's something here with this ballet slippers and hold your head high. This is very much about grace and poise and actually, wow, maintain your composure. So these are all three very, very much connected here. And the reason I feel this is connected is because for some of you, in order to really blossom within your career or within whatever you want to do, it doesn't have to be just your career. It feels like it is, but it could just be your creativity. It just could be finding what you're good at, finding what you're passionate about. You do have to disconnect from something here for some of you. And again, if it's not a lover, it could be just where you've been living. It could be your friend circle. We'll get more into the tarot and see what else comes through here. But I do feel it's going to be a big focus for you to really, really see beyond where you're currently at here. We have two of these cards too. See beyond the current situation, and we have grow within your current situation. So these are two very intuitive energies. And this card was noting too, to pay attention to your intuition with who is right for you or what is right for you in your energy. And so a lot of you, it's kind of like with this card here, grow within your current situation. What I'm hearing with this is that it's kind of like that saying here that you're outgrowing something. It's sort of like you have to take on the role of a higher perspective. This woman here is like an elder, and I feel like you're really you're being encouraged to know that there's divine protection in your life right now. A higher power here. I'm spiritually protected. That's trying to guide you to the right path. They're trying to maybe allow you to blossom right now, or allow you to take a different route to live your best life. And especially again, in terms of your career, in terms of money, in terms of creating something. So if you've been stuck, if you have not been, for example, making the money that you have been wanting to make, a lot of you are really needing to find more balance, because we have here the two soul lessons for you next year: success in reverse and balance. So this is again, success in reverse. It's not that you can't be successful, because I feel like you are going to be. However, there's a need for balance here. So again, we'll kind of get more into the tarot here and see what this is about. But I do just intuitively feel like it's something that you may already know what this is. It could be like I said, a toxic parent. It could be just maybe an ex-lover here. It could just be where you've been living. You have not been happy. You have not been content. There's a need to kind of pick yourself up here to maintain your composure and just really hold your head high as you move to a new level of vibration, because you're meant to really navigate this. You're meant to, some of you might even be moving, relocating with the Chariot here. And I just feel like the way this Empress is sitting, it's like you're being protected here. And that's what this card says too. Like I'm getting with this that you have, especially if you're feminine, but if you're a male, this is just you tuning more into your feminine side to maybe be more creative, to tune more into your intuition. And so if you've been maybe neglecting your feminine side, if you're a masculine, you're going to be tuning more into that. But if you are feminine, I feel like this is going to be you really reaching a level of mastery is what I'm hearing with this too, reaching a level of mastery within your soul path. And so I do feel like, again, the major lesson for you is going to be to maintain balance, to keep your composure when dealing with people who are triggering you, people who are testing you. And for some, this may not be happening yet. I think for most of you it is. I think for most of you this is something that you're moving away from. But for some of you, it might be that this is something that you're going to have to go through next year, that you're going to be triggered by people or somebody specific. Like I said, it could be this past lover here. We do have social gathering too. So I feel like some of you are going to be moving into a place where you're really going to be socializing more. It goes together with your, maybe your path, your career path here. You're going to be moving towards a place of surrounding yourself with people who are going to be maybe part of your soul family or part of your career here. So for your love life here, I do feel for most of you, it's going to be kind of a time for you. We have attraction here. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So for some of you, I don't know if it's really an issue or if it's just that you're going to be very focused on that, especially with this Empress here. You're going to be very focused on your career, very focused on your finances, that maybe you don't feel the need to really have love. I'm getting two different groups of you here. For some of you, you might be kind of in a way avoiding it because you are hyper focused in a way about your career here, because we have all about the material, hyper focused on finances. We have mastering the self, achieving balance, yin and yang. And then here we have on the run, ghosting and disappearing, avoiding confrontation. And then we have us against the world, deep conversations and finding solutions together. So I want to go more into the tarot for this section, but for some, it could be that you are either dealing with somebody who has been off and on with you here, and you're going to have a deep conversation with a past lover next year. That's going to require, it's going to require some clarity, and that could be this rendezvous that you're going to have here. Some of you could be dealing with somebody too who is hyper-focused on their finances, and that could be an issue here. So let's go into the tarot and see, and we'll see what else comes through here. And this card as well says the same thing here. It says your angels are helping guide your career and business at this time. You are being asked to trust your perception and intuition to help you guide your career. You have a great deal of creative sacral energy, which, if utilized, will enable you to create beautiful endeavors and provide you with blossoming abundance, which will continue to grow and prosper. Very much of like an Empress energy. But this card, these two cards here, there's a lot of stuff about intuition, having to trust your intuition right now. If something feels off to you, if something feels like it's keeping you held back, definitely listen to that. I forgot to mention this last card here, and then we'll go into the tarot, but it's actually quite relevant. It says you may currently be feeling a dark, heavy energy and anxiety. The tension that you are feeling is not based on the physical reality, which is great news. This is actually your subconscious manifesting fear as you manifest worries. As these fears and doubts come to the surface, you can truly begin to do the inner work by putting your thoughts in check and creating your own reality by aligning with spirit. So this, for some of you, this might be negative thinking or negative thoughts, but for others of you, it might even be there's things that you're absorbing or things that you're taking on from your environment here that is kind of in a way preventing you from your full purpose or your full success, because this is a lesson for you next year. So the lesson is going to be like you're climbing this ladder, but then you kind of get pulled down by something, or just a group of people, or whoever that could be for you here. And that's going to be the lesson for you, to maintain your composure, maintain poised here and graceful, to know how much you deserve to create abundance. A lot of you are being asked to really recognize how far you've come and how much you can create here, because that's going to be an important part, to recognize your own, like not putting yourself down, or not undervaluing how far you've come or what you can create, especially, like I said, financially here. So let's see here. What's going on for Cancers in 2021? So what is the overall theme for you next year, Cancer? What is the overall theme for Cancers in 2021? So let's go ahead and see here. So what is the overall theme for you, Cancers, in 2021? The overall theme for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Jupiter. What is the overall theme for Cancers next year? Okay, we have the Lovers, the Magician, and the Six of Cups. Okay. So here's the Empress with the Nine of Wands here. So for some of you, I do feel the fact that we have here past lover rendezvous, we have here this us against the world. I do feel like some of you are going to have maybe somebody here from the past resurface into your life. And I'm getting that I actually forgot to mention this card, which actually goes together with the Lovers here. It says there may be someone who is thinking fondly about you at this moment. You share a deep soul bond with another, and your thoughts and souls are currently colliding. This person is meant to be in your life, whether together or apart. So I'm getting a very specific message here that some of you are going to have somebody that you consider a soulmate, a twin flame, it could even be a karmic partner, that is going to resurface into your life next year. And it's not certain, you know, what's going to happen after that, because that's going to really depend on your situation. But I am hearing 2 or 3 different groups of you. For one group of you, there might be sort of like a karmic, how should I say, kind of like a karmic closure of things that have been around this connection. So this could be in your life, this could be in this person's life as well, to where this is all part of what's starting from scratch, if that makes sense. This is all part of a plan to eliminate the karma that has been around. Like it says here, that you're evolving into a new phase. You have to cut certain people out. You have to be aware of triggers. For one group of you, this is about people who could be actually against you and somebody specific. Okay, because we have us against the world here. So that might only be for some of you, but if you know that, for example, you have a connection with somebody and maybe there's a lot of people who are either jealous or people who don't want to see you together. This could be spiritually interfering, or this could be just whatever reasons that there are. There has been factors here. There has been things that have been karmically attached here to the connection. And this would only be if this is a pure connection that you feel. And I do feel that there's going to be next year a coming together with this person. Whether or not you end up together is completely unknown, I feel, at this point. But I do think it's going to be at least some form of choice, but also some form of deep connection that comes in to either trigger you or to kind of get to a decision on, are you going to make this work, or is this going to be kind of a runner thing? Because we have this on the run card. And I'm actually going to grab some of these because I forgot to pull them here. Yeah, the Judgment in reverse. It feels more like a test, or it feels more like a decision that has to be made. So everything I feel that you are going to be going through is still going to be, you know, you're still going to be going through your own process. You're still going to be going through your own spiritual process of evolving and working on your career. And then I feel in the middle of that, it's like there's going to be maybe somebody who just kind of comes back to either trigger you, or you both have a lot of stuff to kind of clear that has been needing to be let go of, other interferences. And so that's what I feel is going to be a major theme next year, is going to be having to make a choice about this person or about this decision, because somebody is going to resurface here. And like I said, there's a bunch of different groups of you I'm getting. For some, this is actually the person that you have to let go of. And this is going to be what Spirit is going to kind of guide you within your intuition. Even if it's not a bad connection, there's something that has been holding you back, because it's been coming through in the cards here. So it might be that next year when this happens, you are going to have to make, you know, again, a choice from your intuition. Is this person holding me back, or is this person triggering me here? Or can we find a solution together with this us against the world? Okay. It also could be too, it's like there's so many different groups of you here. It also could be too that this person does come back, and I guess same kind of message. It's really going to, you're going to have to keep your composure here, or maintain your composure, because there's something to learn here. There's something to learn in order to enable you to move to the next level of your ascension. So I think it's going to be like there's going to be a heavy focus here for you to pursue your career, to pursue your passions here, and to really make sure that nothing is holding you back from that, but also to come to a decision or come to terms with the connection here that you have with somebody that's a very deep connection. But see, I'm seeing poison ivy, deadly sin. So see, for some of you, this is somebody that you have to let go of. I'll see. Cancer 2021, because with this balance card, it's like there's a need to really make sure that you have everything in balance next year. What's coming in for Cancers next year in 2021? Yeah, find the cure. Something has to be cured here. It's like, I don't know, like it has not been cured, or has not been taken care of yet here. Yeah, we have shadow work. And we have pure love, Himalaya. We have follow the voice of your muse. We have find the cure. And we have here, stay committed. So again, I feel like I feel for most of you what's happening here is that it's almost like with this Himalaya here. It's like, see the alchemy card too. You're going through a major transformation next year. And it's kind of like the transformation is going to be triggered by a connection. And this transformation is going to be really pivotal for you, because it's going to either allow you to let go of something or someone that has needed to be let go of, okay, in order for you to really stay committed to your purpose, stay committed to your path here, especially if there's some heavy karma between you and this person. It's like you're meant to do something greater. You're meant to grow within your connection here, or excuse me, within your life here. You're meant to really grow within this. And there's a need for you to see beyond the, see on a higher level, see the higher purpose here to something, because something may be outgrown in your life. And I'm saying that because we had a few cards about that. To where somebody may be actually outgrown from your energy, but this person may continue to kind of pop into your life because it's meant to teach you a lesson, or it's meant to kind of trigger you. And so for that group of you, going to say there's two kind of different groups to simplify it. For that group of you, there's going to be a lesson for you again to kind of maintain your composure here and to know that you should not be triggered by something anymore, but to really stay grounded and stay committed to your purpose and to your path here, because it's almost like a yo-yo or a karmic lesson that keeps repeating itself. And so you're needing to do a lot of shadow work here, or transformation, to purify the parts of you that have maybe been scattered or left behind within this connection or this person. And that could be why we do have two cards, you know, because I'm not getting a heavy focus on love here. It's more about you maintaining a level of attraction within yourself, and with the finances and career here, really putting your focus onto that. And so if this, basically, it's if it diverts you from your path, if it leads you astray from your abundance, then there's something wrong. So if it triggers you to the point where you cannot, you know, work, or you cannot, you know, stay committed to your own path, then there's something off balance there. And that's going to be the conversation or the energy that you are needing to clarify next year by this person coming back into your life. Okay. And then for others of you, this might be somebody who you do end up working things out with. But same kind of feeling, there's going to be a need to really clarify where things have been maybe in the ego, or where things have needed to be cleared. It's like you're clarifying, or you're clearing the ego with this Himalaya, like the salt lamp. I'm getting a visual of just clearing the salt, what has been left undone or left unsaid, and you're going to be starting from scratch here. But it is going to require the two of you to have to really find a solution away from either other people who are trying to interfere with your connection, or just within the two of you together, needing to really find clarity with each other to grow within this. But there is something about letting, you know, go of toxic things, or letting go of triggering things. And that's why I feel if you're in the group B here, it might be that this is about, you know, opinions of other people that need to be let go of here. There's a need to let go of the struggles that have caused the two of you to not work things out in the past because of the opinions of other people, or because of circumstances that are requiring you to really grow within this and detach from things that have outgrown you from a connection that can actually be a beautiful connection that could serve a life purpose together. So that's probably if you have a mutual purpose together, or if there's like a really strong connection on a deeper level to where you know this is good for both of your souls. Okay. So that's going to be like the really focus of it. It's almost like the theme for you is going to be creating your abundance here and your success, but it's sort of like underneath that, there's a trigger that has to be worked through to achieve that either way, if that makes sense. It's like you have the theme here, and then underneath it is a connection that has to be basically clarified here. So anything else coming in for you next year? Cancer, 2021. Ace of Wands reversed, and here we have the Five of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Hermit reversed. So let's go ahead and get some of these tea leaf cards here. Okay, so what's coming in for Cancer Spirit in 2021? Coming in for Cancers next year. Okay, specifically we have April coming up here, and we have fear, worries, and tense situations. Yeah, see, there's something warning you of a problem, either now or in the near future. Or in the future, you should accept valid criticism. So we have specifically here a meeting with a stranger who could be a woman with fair skin or blonde hair. It's like there's something about this, though, that I feel with the Five of Cups and the Ace of Wands reverse, warning you of a problem in the future, tense situations. There's something going to be a struggle here for you to overcome, and it could be in April here. That's going to, there's something I feel that maybe there's, I don't know, it's like you want something, but it's maybe not, there's a lot of struggle around it, or there's a lot of issues around it. And it could be that this is not going to be really the right thing for you when it comes in, when this person comes in here. What's coming in for Cancers in 2021? Yeah, another card about scales here. Keep your life in balance. So we have balance over there. And we have scales here. It could be Libra energy for some of you. Now we have September. And we have a path with money is waiting for you to find it. So again, there's a lot of you are going to be moving into a place of creating abundance and creating more money. And this could be happening in September. But we have heart here. Love, deep affection, and caring. And keep your life in balance. So all I can say here is that a lot of you are going to really have to find the lesson of balance next year when it comes to finding balance between your career, your purpose, and love here. And I do think that there could be a feeling of maybe not allowing yourself to be in both places at the same time, and that could be an issue. So it could be, for example, you are moving towards this place of you know, your path here, but there's a holding back because somebody returns, or because somebody here is not really allowing you to fully live out your full potential here. I do feel that for some of you. And that's what all these cards have been implying for you, is that there's something that has been, that you're outgrowing, and there's a need to acknowledge that, even if you have a connection here. And that's going to be a test. And maybe it's just going to be a test for 2021. It doesn't have to be, it's going to be forever, but there could be a test that requires you next year to make sure that you are keeping everything in balance. And that's kind of what I feel with the Seven of Wands, protection here. She's in this bubble of protection. And with the Hermit reverse, I almost feel like this is about making sure that you are, making sure that you're protecting yourself enough, protecting your energy. Because I almost feel like with the Hermit in reverse here, you're exposing yourself to maybe be disappointed. And that's for some of you, like with this fear and tense situation and warning you of a problem in the future. If you don't handle it correctly, or if you don't listen to your intuition when you have the opportunity to, and I'm using that as an example, if this person comes back and things don't work out, or you feel like something's off, this might be a repeating lesson for you, that you've already been here before with this person, or this is just something that you have to learn the hard way. And this is going to be a lesson for you to maintain your composure, stay grounded. Don't let other people trigger you to the point where you are diverting yourself off of your path here, because you're meant to really rise above that. And maybe once you're able to complete that lesson, things could change for you, things could shift for you. But there's certainly a need for you to keep your eyes open and really devote yourself to your own energy. I think that's kind of the whole theme of this year, is to make sure that you can protect yourself. If you can do both things at the same time and still protect yourself and still protect what's sacred to you, then I feel like that's the lesson completed for you. But that's what I feel is going to be really important to take note of. So April and September, I feel like April could be when something resurfaces, and September could be when you may really decide to kind of pursue more of your own path that's going to lead you to your money, to your abundance here. And it's not like you can't do both things, but there's something about maybe something specific or somebody specific here that has to be worked through. And this might even be vice versa, this little section here, to where there could be somebody else who has a hard time balancing their finances with the connection with you. And same kind of problem though. There's a need to really find a solution to not run away from the connection and to achieve balance and harmony. And if you can do that, then that's great. And if not, then Spirit's reminding you to take a step back next year and pursue your own purpose and your own path. Okay? Because the last thing here is this card again, the grow within your current situation. It's like this is metaphorically, this is you here who is needing to, I keep getting moved to the next level. So I don't know what that means. Move to the next level to stay committed to what you are meant to do and not let anything take you off that path, regardless of how spiritual or how sacred a connection that you have is. Because you do have a lot of you do have this connection that's very divine. And I would say for the majority of you, you probably know who this is, because we do have a rendezvous here, and it feels like there's some history with this here. So for most, I think that's probably going to be someone that you already know. Okay, and if not, this may not be for you, because I don't really feel like this is somebody new. And if you do decide to disconnect from this person, then you will be opening yourself up to meeting a new person. That could be part of the message too. Because it's all about finding balance next year. Whatever you can do to maintain your own level of self-fulfillment, growth, and balance. Okay, so I really hope this could help you, Cancer. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the best. Have a great year. Have a great rest of the month as well, and I will talk to you later. Much love.